Do not worry. I'm getting things set up. The show will begin in just a few moments. Good with that. Just a few minutes, guys, and I'll get this thing going. Oh, my hand. My hand.
Play side. We have spread possessions. FanDuel's got Oklahoma minus 7.5.
What happened? I don't know. We're going to be joining Josh Pate, watching his reaction to the instant reaction to college football. It's a bit nice here. Glorious Oklahoma. Coming off of that big win over Alabama. We'll see what happens with Missouri. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the NFL and then do our instant reaction. That's why I did this a bit. That's why I did this now. Look, I get it. The NFL is a big sport. We get it. It's a big sport.
Right, Jesse?
Oh, make sure that's turned down. So the NFL is a very big sport. Okay, just again, put it out there. It's a big sport.
So our friends that listen to the replay and watch the replay are none the wiser that we don't pick up there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up at the part where we tossed it to what the model thinks. Okay? Oh, look, we're back. Yeah, I got a little delayed veto here. All right. In terms, sorry, already threw my piece of paper away. In terms of Missouri, Oklahoma, the model on this game right now is a little underneath what FanDuel's got Oklahoma minus 7. The model's got Oklahoma minus 5. It is my opinion that I have no interest in having happened to me again what happened to me last week at the hands of the Oklahoma Creative Media Department. And they did me wrong, I deserve it. And they treated me poorly. I had it coming. I didn't like it, but it happened. I think in the cinematic recap of the game, like the first 30 seconds was my voice. And I thought,
better internet? Get Cox Internet for just $45 a month when you add Cox Super Bowl.
We're enough of that. We're gonna do it live here in the show. The instant we're gonna see who's on the playoff and who's not. I can't wait. We're gonna see what Oklahoma and Alabama have done. Like I said, the NFL is a big sport, but going for now, I don't think I'm going to be covering more of the NFL. I just think it's too big. It's just too much of a hassle to do all three sports and cover them, at the same time every show. And I just think it's unnecessary to do that to myself, to put all that stress on me. And so it is unfortunately going to no longer include the NFL. We will only stick to the high school and college football worlds, which sad because I really wanted to do NFL, but I created this channel for high school, so I'm going to tone it back down. Kind of got a bit too hard for my britches, so we're going to bring it down a bit. Doesn't say we're going to possibly do NFL stuff in the future. It just means for the NFL recaps and stuff, you're just gonna have to enjoy it And of course, instant reaction to the committee. I swear to God, if Oklahoma somehow jumps everyone and goes to number 4, who would have guessed? Then we know who the head-to-head. We know how head-to-heads are. All right. We are. I don't know if you. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see about it. I need to get my papers out because we're not doing the show tonight. I just wanted to do a little discussion, and then this is mainly the instant reaction to the college football. And yes, I am tired, so that is why I am talking in this voice. I am super tired. Alright, I'm also gonna pull. There. Yes, I'm going to pull it up on ESPN, try to pull it up on ESPN if I can, just so we can all watch it together, but I don't know if we can. YouTube. So real quick, this copyrighted stuff, I'm going to just say YouTube. I'm doing this, just doing this for this only, then everything else will not be shown with ESPN. I just wanted to do this, that way I can get this traction going. Don't worry, it will not be in the future. And under the Copyright Act, I'm able to do this as well, YouTube. Just please don't kill me. Please don't confine me. So let's see if we do. And see. See if we can. Alright, hold on. Let's. I don't see it being able to get up on here. Well, I can't get it to do its. Do not jump down on me. Okay. Don't like it. I guess we won't be able to watch it here. We're gonna try to keep it. I'm gonna actually pull this up just so I can have it as a backup. Where's the copyright section? Section 107. Is that it? Yeah. Perfect. Here we go. This way I can actually show you guys. Here it is. I got this ready to go. If you think I'm going to be scared now, not really. Because here, college football, it's our sport. So I'm going to keep this right here. But we're going to also go ahead and talk about some other fractures real quick. Because I wanted to go ahead and bring this up. I have some of the storylines going into this week. Alright, so I think I got... Come on, focus, please. Come on, focus. Yay! Okay, we're good. I don't know why I said keep this on hand. Alright, what's the time? I got this. Okay. Let's go through it. We're going to talk about it. Let's go through it. First off, we have college game day of the week, which is USC. So also, because I'm going to not be doing the show tomorrow because I'm going to a dance. So unfortunately, I will not be able to do the show. So I'm going to cancel that stream and then we'll pick up where we left off on. We'll pick up on Monday and keep everything going the way it is. But don't expect, if you're wondering about Thursday, we're not going to have a show. I'm going to go to the dance. So anyways, besides the point. So I guess that's why we're going to do this now and get this over with. Can't believe I'm about to say this. College game day of the week. Let's go. We finally got it once more back in Eugene, Oregon, that is. Home of the Oregon Ducks. We've got USC coming to town to try to knock off Oregon from the playoff race. Oregon is a minus 9.5 point favorite, and USC is taking the over and under with the plus 9.5 as an underdog. Here's a little bit of background in this game and why it matters. If USC can establish the run against Oregon, it's going to open up the run game for the Trojans and allow less pressure onto the quarterback from Oregon's front seven. Oregon is going into this game with a chance to put itself back onto the national stage. Oregon has a massive advantage in its front seven that'll give USC a lot of problems if they can't establish the run game. One of these teams will be playing for a playoff race. The other one is trying to bounce back from a loss at home on college game day of the week. And that is why you probably should take Oregon. Because they're going to be mad. Next up, we have the biggest game that's under the radar at this point, but in my opinion, one of our biggest games from a Sooners fan. The Battle of the Trenches. Missouri coming to Oklahoma at Norman. Missouri plus 8.5 and 8.5 point underdog, and Oklahoma is favored by minus 8.5. Also this, I had this game being 35-14 Oregon. Here we go. So we're gonna be a long one, but we have to discuss it because it did happen. Oklahoma has been through a daunting climb to the college football playoff berth. Oklahoma has been beaten by every monster in the SEC, being thrown into blowouts, home losses, emotional grit, and stepping up to the moment when it matters. With Texas and Alabama off their backs, they have earned their spot in the SEC conference contenders. Now, with the signature win for Brent Venables and Oklahoma, they come home to face their final major test, win the battle of the trenches against Missouri. Explanation of this game: Missouri has nothing else to play for other than a chance to go bowling, but they can take the hopes of Oklahoma's playoff chances away by winning against them in Norman. Missouri will have to choose who the starting quarterback will be, and they will be relying on their hard-hitting run game. And if Oklahoma doesn't establish dominance over Missouri, it'll be Alabama all over again. The game will come down to who will be able to establish dominance over the other. So let the Sooner Nation chant the call for Norman to take the fight to Missouri. As for Mizzou, Norman awaits you. My final score for this game: OU 23, Missouri 14, with Tate ending the game. Next up, we have one of the most underrated but biggest matchups of the season, in my opinion, besides Oklahoma and Missouri. The battle of the underdogs. BYU at Cincinnati. BYU's a minus. Now, careful on this money line spread. This can go either two ways. Don't be scared if you think that BYU is going to cover. If you think Cincinnati is going to cover, they absolutely will be going to cover. You have two offenses who have been. You have two teams that are gritty and hard hitting. One can come from behind. The other can play with surmountable game management. But it's going to come down to who has the better mental state in this game. Here's what I mean by that. BYU has shocked the nation with their come-from-behind wins. However, they have not been tested against real opponents and showed they can win on the road against top-ranked opponents. After being undefeated both at home and on the road, they were coming into Texas Tech in the battle of the best. They would get blown out in cruel fashion by Tech. The loss hurt them a lot, and now they are one loss away from losing everything they worked so hard for. After waiting all season long, Cincinnati finally has the opportunity to dash BYU's hope at home and punch their ticket to battle Texas in the Big 12 championship. BYU has been a scrappy team since the win on the road against Utah in the Hoey War. Cincinnati comes in with the biggest test of the season. They will have to expose the BYU O-line and pressure the quarterback. They will have to contend with the mental willpower that BYU possesses. If Cincinnati can stop everything BYU will throw at it, then they can easily win this game by double digits. However, give me my final score: BYU 30-14, Cincinnati. Cincinnati covers the spread, but it's by double digits. And that makes sense with this right here. They're minus 2.5, so give me Missouri, give me BYU to win, but Cincinnati covers on the minus 2.5. That's what you're going to get from me. Let you take it what you will. It's not mine, it's yours. I'm excited to do the rankings. We can see the rankings together here in person. I want to go ahead and remind everyone about the poll because we're going to take this out again. We're going to take this puppy out again. And we're going to compare it to the rankings up here. We're going to see how well we did. And then, of course, I'm going to also have a backup just in case. Where is... I want this backup so you guys can actually see who's doing who. Also, I may change this around a bit. Okay, let me change this around. Where's Navy at? Where is Utah? Not Utah. Where's Louisville? Louisville's there. We'll do Louisville. And then Louisville was 20 right there. So we'll give them Navy. We'll put Navy there 22 because they can. Actually, if I look at the playoff, BYU, Miami. Well, no, these are rankings. These are just rankings. These are not actual college rankings. Okay. So let me just go ahead and edit this real quick. I may have to explain some stuff. Yeah, so not playing about like we're just gonna second quarter. Yeah. Again, the show is free. It is not going to require you to do anything. We do this every weekend for free. Every weekday, sorry, at 6:50 now. It is free. So please subscribe. I know you. If you are subscribed, make sure you just go check it. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't sign you up for anything. It just helps me out. Helps out the channel and grows us to an even better community. So yes, I would love it if you subscribe. Shameless plug, but it does help, and I'll be very appreciative of it. Thank you. And yeah, we're just gonna sit here and talk. We're gonna compare this with the actual thing itself. And we're gonna see how close we came to ranking these teams. Now it's only gonna do the 25. All right. It's only gonna be doing it's only gonna be going from 25 to 1. So everything. So for instance, you won't see teams like South Florida, Pitt, SMU, Auburn, Louisville, Boise State, Florida State, Clemson. You'll see the people subject. North Texas, Missouri, Houston, James Madison, maybe Cincinnati, Navy, BYU, Miami. All those. Yeah. I think I'm getting sick. Hopefully I'm not getting sick, because then I might not be able to do boot scoop, which I do not want. I want to do boot and scoop. So we'll see. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. And should really start doing power rankings and stuff in this show. We'll see. Got some ideas cooking up. Why don't we go ahead and bring out some little fun things we can do together? We'll do it as a class. Come on, class, stand up. We're gonna hang out. Let's go ahead and bring up the match gate ball, because I know we're gonna be talking about that. It worked. It worked with Oklahoma, so we're gonna ask it some important questions, and we're going to see what it thinks of the college football player. All right, here we go. So here it is, 8 ball. Let's go ahead and ask some questions. Magic 8 ball. Do you think the top 10 will not have Alabama in the rankings? Can't say now. Maybe if I re-say it. Will Alabama not be in the rankings tonight? Cannot foretell it. Will Oklahoma be above Alabama in the rankings tonight? Chances, Thursday. Likely. Okay. So likely, if you want proof, very, very likely. So the 8-ball has spoken. We'll see. Oh my god, dang. We'll see if 8-ball's right. Back you go into the box right now. Just chilling out here. Maybe start some Q&As. Back in there for right now. I'm sorry, Q&A folks. Alright, get my focus back going. Cool. Alrighty. I get weird. Oh, my throat. I think that'll do that. I can't believe we are almost there. We're almost there. Just 7 more minutes left. 7 more minutes left. The committee will speak tonight. We'll see where everyone stands in the world of college football. And I'm completely excited for it. It's been one of those very interesting weeks, and it's all going to come together. If you want, I can go over them at the moment. I'm going to go over them from 25 to 1. Okay, so before anything happens, I want to clarify this is my personal projections. Whatever the committee does, that's their stuff, okay? We're just doing it by data. Okay. 25. I have I have Virginia. Okay. Vanderbilt's 24. Utah's 23. USC is. Wait, I am so sorry. I read the wrong area. Here it is. So this might sound a bit more reasonable. South Florida is number 25. James Madison's 24. Houston's 23. Missouri's 22. Tennessee is at 21. Then you have Virginia, then Vanderbilt, Utah, USC, Michigan, and surprisingly Texas is at our 14. And then here it is. So the college football playoff, based on the data, the only 2 teams that could come out from the ACC and the Big 12 is BYU and Miami, being the outside looking in. Georgia Tech is at number 12. Tulane's number 11. Oregon is number 10. Notre Dame and Alabama is at the number 9 and 8 spot. Oklahoma, congratulations on the win over Alabama. They move ahead of Alabama because of the head-to-head, so they will take the number 7 spot. And can you guess who our top 5 are? Give you a hint. It's pretty much hasn't changed at all. All right, I'm not going to give you anticipation. Here it is. Number 6 and at number 5. So at number 6, hold on. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, who could have guessed that these are the teams left? Number 6, Texas Tech. I have them going, finishing out the regular season and winning the Big 12 championship, which means BYU would maybe BYU loses to Cincinnati, and they would still lose to Texas Tech. Okay, we got that? We're good? We're on the same page on there? Good. Ole Miss is top 5. I think Ole Miss has already penciled themselves into the playoffs. And fun fact, even if they lose the Egg Bowl, which they won't, they're in the playoffs. They don't. There's no other big team that they could play that could ruin that chance. I mean, but I never thought Ole Miss would be in the top 5 at all. And rounding out your top 4, Indiana, Georgia, Texas A&M, and Ohio State. And that is what's called the Alex poll. We do it every show. We do it every week. Now, your projections for your top 5 as we await the committee's decision. And I also just sort of want to hang out. Let's talk a bit because curiously enough, the 2 big spots that are going to be looked at tonight is Alabama and Oklahoma, which you put those two together, you never expected them to go into Tuscaloosa and do the impossible. We're going to see it all play out. Go ahead and put this up. I don't think we're going to be needing it. It's almost here, so 3 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Not a good paper pocket. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes to go. Here we go. It is officially time. It is officially time to get going. We're gonna see who ranks where. Okay, it seems like they're gonna finish this up and then double. It looks like they're going to finish up this game and then go. Maybe not. Let's double check. Yeah. Okay. So they're just going to finish up this game, the college basketball game, and then call it there. Again, I will not be doing the show tomorrow. I'm going to be going to a dance. I'm excited to see the poll because I only have to go off of the top 25, the 25 top 25 teams, which is the James Madison. James, we're just gonna see it. Again, we're gonna compare this to up here and see how well we predicted the rankings. We're going to see how well we predicted the rankings. And I'm actually excited to see how much good of a job we did. And just for you visual people, I'm going to also bring up the there it is. Okay, perfect. Found it. Alright, actually, I'm also going to go pull this up. Alright, we're good. I think they're about to wrap up here. Again, we are going to match it to this and see how well we did on projecting this. That's right, we're gonna project it. So here we go. We are just moments away from this official college football ranking. I'm excited to do it. We're gonna compare what we, oops, there it is. We are going to compare this to the committee itself, and we're going to see how well we did predicting the rankings. So we'll see. Again, most of these teams, we're only going to do the 25 range. So like you won't see teams like Missouri, Louisville, Tennessee, Houston, Auburn, SMU, Pitt, Boise, Florida. You get the gist. We're not going to be seeing teams like those. And here we go. We are ready to go. We're keeping an eye on mainly these teams from keeping an eye on Navy, James Mattis. So the teams to keep an eye on for this stream for these rankings: Navy, James Madison, Vanderbilt, Michigan, Texas, Miami, BYU, Cincinnati, South Florida, Virginia, Tulane, and Georgia Tech, Oklahoma, and Alabama. And everything else, keep an eye on those teams as we get into the night. Again, we have the Alex poll right here. We're gonna use this instead because this is more accurate. We should be getting to switch towards the game to the rankings. I'm excited to do this. We're gonna be doing it live on the show. We're gonna do it as a reaction. Now I'm gonna change the title to live reaction. Boom. It is changed. We're going to go now pull up this. I think that'll help keep. All right, we'll watch everything else later on. Here we go. Come on, let's get to it. We've been weedy. Here it is, the college football rankings. Oh, come on. Oh, here it is. There's the committee, the people themselves, the people that'll decide the fate of these teams as we head towards the 2025 National Championship. Are we going to go commercial or are we going to get straight into the action? See, can we get straight into the action? Yeah, nope, we're going to commercial. Okay, we're going to commercial, I guess. I'm going to end this Q&A as of right now. And I'm going to make a poll saying, do you think the committee will get it right? All right, we are going to start this poll. Oops. All right, there we go. Okay. Oh, here it is. We are ready to go. Here we go. Let's go to the live chat. Oh, man, commercial. Never mind. Never mind. It's just a commercial. God darn it. Yeah, I'm also going to take this off for branding wise just because I don't want to be biased. We keep the show here. We keep it unbiased. I just wear it because it's a red hat. And that's the logo. Channel logo. Let me see here. Let me refresh. No, not. Yeah, sorry about my hair. It's messed up. I'm sorry about my hair. Yeah. Anywho, let's see. I can't wait. We're gonna see how well we did. Oops, I did not mean to click that. Are we good now? Perfect. Alrighty, here we go. We are ready to begin. We're on for the ride together. We're in this together, folks. We are in this together. Gonna wish my girlfriend good night. Check the weather for tomorrow. Yeah. Thursday. So Wednesday is going to be 75, and then we don't get to, we're gonna stay there. Oh, here we go. Oh wait, here it is. 25 is Arizona State. 24 is Tulane. Houston is 23. 22 is Missouri, and 21 is Illinois. So we got that wrong real bad. So the only ones we got. Tennessee's at 20, 19 Virginia, Michigan's 18, Texas is 17, Georgia Tech is 16. They're really gunning it. They're gunning it. They're gunning it completely. I think I'll have time to put this to go over what we got wrong. All right, they're doing that. Alrighty. So far we got in Tennessee wrong. We got Michigan, Texas, and Texas right. Georgia Tech, I'm surprised, is down here. So there's Texas. So far we are 2 for, I don't know how many, but we did get Texas and Michigan right. Number 15, now they're slowing down. USC, so 15, so they would move up. So we got that wrong. 14 should be Miami, if I'm correct. Hopefully it's Miami. No, it's going to be Utah, Vanderbilt, or Navy. Navy, Vanderbilt, Utah. Let's see here. okay. So it is Vanderbilt. So we got Vanderbilt wrong. Vanderbilt moved didn't it stay the same. So we're interested in this because this is where we're going to see how well I got Georgia Tech wrong already. Miami, so we got Miami right. Miami's 13. We have them 13 as well. And they're going to go next. So here's what we have so far. Tennessee, we have 1 miss, 2 miss, 3 miss, 4 miss. So we're 1, 2, 3. So we're 4 for 4. So 1, 2, 3. So we're 3 for 4. We're going to get number 12 right in a minute. I'm assuming it's Cincinnati, if I'm not mistaken. It should be Cincinnati at 12. Because again, the tiebreaker for the race for the Big 12 championship, Utah. So it's flipped. It might be flipped. Then we'll keep that in consideration. So we are 3 for 5 now. So this should be Cincinnati. BYU. So they are 11. So Cincinnati's not making it. So we got Cincinnati. We got BYU. Tulane's not even ranked in this. So Utah and BYU would be the 11 and 12 seed. So Tulane is out. Number 10. So yep, Alabama, number 10. Wow, so number 10. They dropped 6 spots. Holy crap. So we were wrong. Okay, while they're doing that. Okay. So Oklahoma should be number 9. Did at least get number 9 right? Because I got 10 right for Alabama and 9. 9 is Notre Dame. Oh my God. So Notre Dame is at 9. So they're flipped. So Bama won't be hosting a game. Wow. Notre Dame will host Alabama. I mean, Notre Dame, we'll see what Notre Dame. If it's going to be Oklahoma, I guarantee you it's Oklahoma because, let's see, so is Oklahoma going to be 8 or 7? Because they can't, there's got to be room for the top 4. Let's see, so far we are 3 for 6. Sorry, so yeah, Oklahoma is at 8. So these 3 are flipped. So it's Alabama, Notre Dame, and Oklahoma. So technically we are 6 for 6 now. So 6 for 6 because technically these are the same place. You just need to be flipped. So now we're 6 for 6. Next up should be Texas Tech at 7. I mean, not Texas Tech. Should be. I'm going to say Oregon. Yeah. So Oregon jumps up to Tech, jumps up. So it's okay. So Georgia Tech's going. Is Georgia Tech going up? Holy crap! No way. Unless they're not. No shot. Oregon. So where's Georgia? Okay. So we're just gonna say we're 6 for 7 now. I don't even know. I can't. Ole Miss is 6. They go up 1. Makes sense because of the SEC conference race. So interesting. So okay, so these 2 are flipped. Okay, so we're 8 for 7. We're 9 for 7. Next should be Indiana. I think it's going to be Indiana at 4. And then it should be Indiana, Georgia, A&M, Ohio State. Let's see. It's either Indiana or Georgia because Texas A&M is undefeated in conference. So it's going to come. Yep. So I was wrong. So I was right. These 2 are flipped. So it's Texas Tech and Georgia. So these 4 are flipped. Let's see. So now obviously the final 3 is Indiana, A&M, and Ohio State. Oh, A&M. So okay, so we were wrong. I think I was correct on the whole undefeated thing. I think I got this. So let's see. Oh my. Okay, see, we were right. We were sort of right. BYU would be out looking at. Okay, good. So we got it. We got it right. We got them right. Tulane and Miami would be the group of 5 and ACC representative. So we got Tulane right. Tulane is number 12. We got that right. So we're 10 for 7. So we're 10 for I think we're 10 for 12. That's not bad. We did it. So let's see, quarterfinals. So Notre Dame. So Oklahoma would be hosting Notre Dame, and then we were correct. Well, we were almost. We were 10. We were 10 for 7. We're 10 for 7. Let's see where the seating goes. Kind of had an idea. I kind of had a suspicion that it would be these teams, but I guess conference doesn't matter. So conference play does not matter. Interesting.
You know what we discovered?
Just add water.
With our Aquasana filter, every glass is cleaner, healthy. Yes, there is danger. Here is one thing that could be working for Notre Dame. They beat the crap out of Navy, and Navy beat USF over the weekend, which was another quality win that Miami had on its resume. If he figures out a way to win the American, that's going to look great for Notre Dame. Absolutely. That's going to look great for Notre Dame.
Okay. So let's go ahead. We were 10 for 7. That's not bad. So if we go ahead and edit this, we were 10 for 7 in rankings. Let's go to this. So the ones, so we got we got Ohio State right. We got Tulane right. We got BYU right. Miami, Michigan, and Texas. And so that's 2, 4, 6. And then these 3. And then, so actually we were, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, okay. So right there is down there. So the bracket itself, we're only looking at the bracket. So if we're looking at the bracket, here's what it is. So we got this right. We were 2 for 10, 2, wait. Yeah, so we were 2 for 12. We were 2 for 10, which is bad. But I think this is interesting. I don't know. This is interesting. We'll see. A lot of other people got it right. I don't think. I think I missed. I'm just thinking about the conference play. Again, when I was doing this, I was thinking of conference play, not seeding. But that did come into account was the seeding of the matchups because that determines the. So interesting. So Miami jumps everyone else, and they are the group of so. So does that mean the doomsday happens? Does that mean doomsday is not off the table? Because the committee, I think, made a. I'm going to stick by this because I'm curious. Here's what I think Alabama, these 2 teams. We'll get to you. We'll get to these guys in a moment. Do you think these 2 teams playing Notre Dame in whatever matchup would best Notre Dame. If you say no, then you have not watched a single thing of college football. Because I guarantee you, I can guarantee you one thing. Alabama and Oklahoma maybe, but Alabama would dust Notre Dame. Just saying. You just haven't seen the matchup. So, and also technically, if you think about this, if that's not even a good argument, then you can say the conference is deep in the SEC. So you would earn these two teams get more chances to prove themselves. Notre Dame, since Notre Dame's an independent, meaning they don't have anyone other in conference other than Oregon State, but they don't play Oregon State because Oregon State's no longer in an independent. They are now part of the MAC. Well, what used to be the MAC, which is Washington State and Oregon State. So Notre Dame's by themselves. So they don't have any in conference to go off of. And that's why they always can make it to the playoffs, because they can't lose to a certain team like Alabama and Oklahoma can. So there's a reason why they would be jumping Notre Dame. And I don't get why I get Miami. Look at the matchups. Think about this. Miami and Georgia Tech. So you're basically saying Georgia Tech wins out. Miami, no matter what, Miami can't make the playoffs. They can't make you need to win this title, the conference, to get the automatic bid. And the way things have been, it would mean, listen to me, listen to this. It would mean the collapse of Louisville, Virginia, Pitt, not Florida State, SMU, I mean, you're talking 1, 2, 3, 4 major teams that will collapse. So in order for Miami to jump all the way up to pass Georgia Tech, I don't see that happening. That is my first gripe: is Miami is not going to make it in, unless they have that scenario happen. It's just not going to happen. I explained these 3 teams, but you can place them however you want, whatever. If you think schedules, no schedule, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But just we'll get to these teams in a moment. They can go in their own little bracket for right now. We're just gonna move you into your own little bracket. So Michigan, this makes sense because Michigan wins. They jump everyone, and then they get the at-large. So they're not even. So BYU would be. So Cincinnati is not going to make it. So there's the committee. So if the committee says Cincinnati's not making it, then Miami can't make it. Michigan won't be able to make it then. And then the only other team from the Big Ten that could make it would be USC. And hold on, let me do that. Michigan and USC are the only teams that would, and Oregon, I guess, even though they're in the playoffs already, we'll just circle them for safety. Even one of these 3, either 3 of these teams, one of these 3 teams will not only lose, but they will be left out. I don't see Miami or Cincinnati jumping Michigan if they win against Ohio State. They're in. USC, if they win out and beat Oregon, they're in. Oregon drops, and here's what would happen in that case. If USC wins this week, suddenly Oregon drops most likely out of the top 10. And because a 3-loss Oregon is not getting in. I mean, a 10 and maybe possibly 10-3 because they still have to face Washington in that rivalry game, coming rivalry week. So if they finish 10-3, if they finish 9-3, I don't think a 9-3 Oregon ain't cutting it for the playoff. So they would move out. SEC would jump Texas, Miami, and we'll just say Cincinnati. Michigan would move up Texas, and Miami and be behind USC. BYU wins against Cincinnati. Cincinnati gets eliminated. And so then you have something that looks like this. Oregon is out. So Cincinnati's out. Miami's out. Texas is already out. We already know that. Oregon would then be out. You would still need that group of, you still need the ACC group of 5 representatives. That being Georgia Tech and Tulane, which I'm glad we got Tulane right. So there you go. So you need those group of 5 and ACC representative. And Michigan, so that means, so BYU wins against Cincinnati. They jump and they will probably take, and so they will take the at-large. So even if BYU wins, Michigan wins, USC loses. So if USC loses, they're out. If Michigan loses to Ohio State, they're out. So the only thing you're effectively seeing is BYU, they have to win this game. This game is their only option into the to the fight to the title, because this will be the team they're going to be facing in the Big 12 title. So let's go back and let's talk about this. So we're just going to separate you guys because we already talked about you. So let's separate you guys. There you go. Actually, hold on, let me fix that. Boop, boop. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So it separated you. Texas Tech. Look. Texas Tech is going to be winning the Big 12. Just put that in there now. Do you think a undefeated one-loss Texas Tech beats a one-loss Ole Miss? Ignoring the record and going off of conference schedule, do you think head-to-heads matter? Because if head-to-heads matter... I'm sorry, wait, hold on, let me rephrase that. I don't take any of that for my word. I meant this actually is correct, but it's flipped. The reason I had Ole Miss, I think I'm thinking about the Egg Bowl a bit, and if they win, they're in. But I'm not. I need to take into consideration the Big 12 title, because that's ultimately who's going to get in with the at-large and host. Well, who'll be hosting? It could be BYU or Texas Tech. We'll see. But if BYU wins Cincinnati, they're in the playoffs no matter what, because they wouldn't keep out a 10 and 2. If they're the only teams left in the conference that can get into the playoffs, they're going to get the Big 12 will at least get 2 in. Indiana. The reason I have Indiana below A&M and Georgia is because Indiana has not played a quality win yet. Yes, they have played Penn State, they played Oregon, but they haven't played. Oregon's a bit fraudulent right now. Penn State sucks. Although in terms of the team itself, the record you're going off of sucks. But if this was talent-wise, then everyone else would jump. Then Indiana would be up at the very top. But record-wise, there's just not a good signature. Their signature win would be Oregon. Okay? Georgia has 2 signature wins on their belt. Can you guess who they are? Oops. Oklahoma. And guess who? Ole Miss. Wait, did they play? No, they didn't play Oklahoma. They have not played Oklahoma. Let me rephrase that. Ole Miss. Texas. Texas is ranked. It's a ranked loss. It's a ranked win. Sorry. 2 ranked wins, 1 in the top 5, 1 in the top 10, 1 in the top, whatever it is. One in the top 12. Whatever, top 20, top 15, I'd say. So top 15, okay? Listen. If you want to talk about champs, that's your answer. So Georgia played the harder schedule. They have the better wins. They are undefeated currently in conference. Well, they're 11-1 in conference. They have no more. They could go 10 and they could go 9-3, but they're not because they're going to beat the out of whatever they are, whoever the FCS school that got the unfortunate matchup to play against old Georgia, good old Georgia, and like I said, Georgia, they could lose both games and still make the title, make the SEC championship in Atlanta, and even make the playoffs. Maybe we'll see, but just right now they are. You can pencil these guys in for the title game. So someone will face Georgia in the title game, barring some sudden change of direction. Georgia has guaranteed a spot in the SEC championship. In DC, in Alabama, Ole Miss, they're all in a four-way. They're in a three-way tie with A&M. They're a four-way tie with all of them. Again, it's crazy parody. Lastly, let me just get rid of that. The reason I have A&M this high is because they've shown they can come from behind, and that was a moment of reality for them. Come back to earth, and I think the way they played, they have earned the right to jump not only Georgia because of the conference. They're undefeated in conference, although it is kind of sketchy, but it is still undefeated. Indiana, they played the SEC. They played what, 8? They played like what, 5 ranked player teams, I think. And then not only that, they still have one more left, which is funny enough, the Lone Star Showdown. Yes, I'm starting to lose my voice, and I don't know why. But Ohio State, just don't even ask. Just pencil these guys in. Even if they lose Michigan, just pencil them in. So there you go. Sit. End the poll. That's it. We are done. See you guys on next Monday for the show. Why? I'm going to be going to a dance. So love y'all. See you later. Have fun. Oh, the committee is almost perfect, and they did that.